Today, we're going to talk about 5 extraordinary habits to make you happier right now. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive right into the video so you don't click out. Have you ever noticed that one bad moment can just ruin your entire day? And maybe somebody cut you off in traffic, or somebody just said something that didn't sit well with you, and then suddenly you're in a bad mood for hours? Well, Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor says you can change this in 90 seconds. When something triggers you, your brain releases that stress chemical that nobody loves, but it only lasts for 90 seconds unless you keep it alive by overthinking. The next time you find yourself stressed out, take deep breaths and count to 90 and tell yourself it's only temporary. Then you will find that those unwelcome feelings go away naturally. We all know that compliments make us feel good about ourselves, but we're going to kick it up a notch by doing the odd compliment challenge. This isn't your normal everyday compliment. It's not, I like your dress or I like your shirt. It's something oddly specific, like you have the most satisfying handwriting I have ever seen. Get very specific with it.
But how does this make me happier?
Good question. 1, it makes you focus on the positivity in others. 2, you create a moment of connection. And number 3, when you spread happiness, you'll notice that you'll just be happier naturally. One example I have is when I worked at a tanning salon years ago, there was a lady that had the most beautiful name that I had ever heard, and it was music related. I'm not going to say what it is just because it's that specific, and I don't know how many names are out there that are like hers. So I'm going to keep it to myself. One day she came in and I had to tell her, I was like, listen, I really love your name. It gets my happy songs stuck in my head and it makes me wiggle around the whole place and it makes my shift so much easier. She said, that's so funny because every time I come in here, I just want to dance. And it's because she used our stand-up beds, which had speakers like right above their heads so they could listen to music while they tan. One day when I was working, she came in and told me that she had came in on one of my days off and she said, I felt like my whole tanning experience was thrown off because you weren't here. And that made me feel really good because that just meant she looked forward to seeing me at the salon. We only had that bond because I started the conversation with an odd compliment. Most people have a bucket list of things that they want to do, but have you ever made a reverse bucket list? I should explain how that works, huh? For those of you who are not already aware, a reverse bucket list is a list of things that you have already accomplished. So like if you left the country, you could say, I got to leave the country, or I survived this really hard moment in my life. This helps your brain focus on what you've already accomplished rather than what's missing from your life. And as an added bonus, it gives you a great confidence boost. Go ahead and put your reverse bucket list